The miracle of the 5 loaves and 2 fish, John 6, 1-14. Story background. After this, Jesus crossed the Sea of Galilee, also called the Sea of Tiberias. A large crowd followed him because they saw the signs he had performed on the sick. The Passover, a major Jewish festival, was near, and many were on their way to Jerusalem. Main story. Jesus went up on the mountain and sat with his disciples. Looking up, he saw a great crowd coming toward him and said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread so these people may eat?" By now the crowd numbered about 5,000 men, besides women and children, over 10,000 in all, who had come from many towns, some having walked all day and now weary and hungry. Jesus asked Philip to test him, though he already knew what he would do. Philip, a local, calculated even 200 denarii worth of bread won't be enough for each to have a bite, about 6 months' wages for a laborer. Andrew said, "Here is a boy with 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish, but what good is that among so many?" The boy, about 10 years old, had brought his own lunch, but selflessly offered all 5 loaves and 2 palm-sized fish. Distributing the loaves and fish, Jesus instructed the crowd to sit, about 5,000 in groups of 50. He took the 5 loaves, gave thanks, and distributed them to those seated. He did the same with the 2 fish, dividing as much as they wanted. As he broke the loaves, the supply did not diminish, but increased. The disciples carried the overflowing baskets to the people, who moved from doubt to amazement as they peacefully enjoyed the unexpected feast. Gathering the leftovers. When everyone had eaten their fill, Jesus told the disciples, "Gather the fragments left over so that nothing is lost." They collected the pieces of the 5 barley loaves and filled 12 baskets, far exceeding the original supply. Seeing this sign, the crowd declared, "This truly is the prophet who is to come into the world." Profound meanings. Spirit of sacrifice. Though poor, the boy gave all he had, showing God values complete devotion over quantity. Act of faith. The disciples moved from anxious calculation to obedient distribution, illustrating that true provision comes by God's power, not human effort. Abundance of grace. God's grace far exceeds need. Feed thousands and still leave 12 baskets full. Holistic care. Jesus addresses both soul and body, demonstrating love that meets every need. The most profound lesson. In God's kingdom, sharing brings abundance and sacrifice ignites miracles. When we yield even little to Him, He transforms it by His power to bless many. No gift is too small, no need too great. Interactive question. Which character in this miracle do you most resemble? The generous boy, the initially doubtful disciple, or the hungry crowd? Share your thoughts in the comments below.